It's been about 1 year since I started this YouTube channel, and I'm here to share with you the good, the bad, the challenges, and the lessons I've learned. Starting a YouTube channel has been on my mind for so many years. I kept making excuses for myself to start. Oh, my laptop is too slow. I don't have enough storage to be able to edit videos because it's gonna take too long. I told myself I don't even have a good camera, I don't even have a microphone. All of these things were just excuses to extend me just going for it and trying and learning and being messy. I don't know what happened. I was like, you know what? I need to stop making excuses and start. And in the middle of moving into another home with boxes on the ground and chaos, I told myself I'm gonna use my iPhone. I'm going to go into the bathroom, have a blank wall to record under, and there you go, my first video if you want to watch that. I do have to tell you, this actually wasn't my first YouTube upload ever. Back in around 2017, I quietly started a YouTube channel on minimalism. I was really into minimalism at the time, and I was doing the minimalism challenge. I didn't share with anyone. I did 3 videos or maybe 2. I deleted them all because I was too embarrassed about it and stopped posting after 3 videos. And my lesson there is sometimes you need to go multiple attempts, restart, try again, stop, to really get a groove on doing it. Because if you keep stopping and restarting, you're still thinking about it, then there's more to that story. Why do you keep wanting to try again? Similar to any changes that you want to make in your life, like exercising or going to the gym. It took me at least 10 times trying to go to the gym before I found a place and an environment that I was comfortable in to continue and be consistent in. I used to go to all the different trials at the gym, and I still never felt comfortable to be there. And finally, I don't know, many years later, it finally hit me. I started to enjoy it. I took things slowly, I learned things, and now it's comfortable in the gym. I relate that back to YouTube, and a lot of this is being brave and going for it. Who cares? No one really cares. But also, people do care about you. But I'm just saying in general, bravery and doing things even though you're scared actually inspires other people to do things. That's my way of thinking of it. I just wanted to add on that just because you stop and you restart doesn't mean you're starting back at square one. You are not starting back at square one. Imagine a baby learning how to walk. With each attempt is a step forward. So stop being so hard on yourself and feeling like you're back at square one, because every stop and restart is a baby step forward. And you're learning about yourself and figuring it out. The difference between the first time I posted my minimalism video and now is that I publicly shared with my friends and family that I'm starting a YouTube channel. I told myself, why does it matter? I'm doing something, I'm sharing it, I'm being brave. At the end of the day, I gotta get over that fear because I'm showing up online, and that's already a vulnerable place to show up your face and your voice on the interworld. I told myself I'm gonna pretend that I'm doing it. I have no idea what I'm doing, but you know what? I am posting my first YouTube video, and in that first year, when I went to meet new people or went to conferences and people asked me what I did, kind of as a joke, but trying to also make myself feel like this is something that I can say, is I would say I'm a YouTuber. And you know what? Most of people's reactions were like, oh, wow, they're very interested to know more. Versus before, I wouldn't say anything about making YouTube videos. I would half-ass what I do for work. Didn't really feel confident in what I was doing or saying. So it was a little fun, brave thing that I told myself I would do. The truth is, the first time that I posted YouTube videos back in 2017 and quietly did it, didn't show anyone, is because I was afraid to fail. I was afraid that if I showed people and no one wanted to watch, then I would be judged. And my perspective has changed because now that I've gone through so many different things and I have this urge to really share, my purpose is not how many views and how many likes I get. It's more about sharing the journey, sharing what I know, and if anyone resonates and wants to connect, it's there. If not, I still feel like I did my part of what I wanted to do. And so it's an internal motivation rather than external motivation. Let's talk a little bit about the journey because, well, it is not what I expected for sure. YouTube is way harder than I thought. Just mentally preparing to turn on the camera and film, even though I'm by myself, even though I can edit this and change anything I want, it feels a bit vulnerable. It's like I'm in a little counseling session and I'm sharing and I don't know, it feels a little bit cringy. I feel a bit of anxiousness when I think about filming. But by the end of the whole process, I'm like proud of myself because it's something that's hard to do. So when I first started YouTube, I told myself I was very ambitious. I'm gonna post once a week because that's what everyone talks about on YouTube. Post at least once a week. And spoiler alert, that was a huge fail. I did not post once a week. I ended up posting about 8 videos in the entire year, which means I posted less than once per month. Whether it was self-doubt, busyness, tiredness, not feeling like I have the energy, all of the above. You know what? I'm actually really proud of myself. I think 8 videos is great. 1 video is already hard, so 8 videos, good job, Linda. I'm happy about it. I think I can strive for even more this year, and now that I have a feel of what it feels like to make a video, I'm going to try to create more systems to make it easier. Here are some of the lessons I've learned in the last year starting a YouTube channel. Number 1, just start. Click record, try it out. You don't even have to post it publicly first if you don't want to. Just record yourself. There's so many different skills that's required for starting a YouTube channel. I think that's why it's hard. I would have these mini podcast moments for myself. I would imagine I'm talking in a podcast and just record my thoughts and the lessons I'm learning that day for practice. Because talking is hard, and naturally, I'm more of a listener. I don't usually feel comfortable talking as much as I do listening. Listening is easier for me. I feel like I like to absorb and take it in and ask good questions. I find it much harder to share about myself. But the only way to learn is to start and let yourself be messy with it. Nothing's gonna be good. Everyone starts as a beginner. And I'm still a beginner and learning a lot. Consistency is important, but life also happens, so give yourself self-compassion. Consistency is hard. I do want to strive to be more consistent this year, and I can only learn from my systems in the past, and I'm going to constantly have to reflect and adjust and find a system that works for me, because obviously last year was not that consistent. I aimed to do a video every even 2 weeks, and it ended up being less than a month, over a month for me to make one video. Another lesson is focus on connection. Connection is really important to me. I enjoy connecting with others, and numbers are numbers you can't control, but the impact and the connections and the conversations you have is something that I won't take for granted, because it's just such a beautiful thing when we can find common ground together, or if the thing I'm talking about sparks a light in someone and they tell me that. So these little moments of connection is valuable, and even though it's only 90 subscribers, that's okay. 90 is a lot of people. It's about quality over quantity, and that's going to be my take as I move forward. And finally, growth takes time, and growth is measured in many ways. Channel growth is one thing, but how I've grown as a person and the skills I've developed just going for it is something that should also be accounted for. We can't just always measure growth by numbers. We gotta build ourselves and appreciate and be grateful and proud of the little steps that we've made. And so, high five, let's go, we got this. I want to share this moment that really stuck out to me on my YouTube journey. I was working out at the gym and someone came up to me who I actually couldn't recognize and I couldn't remember. And he said, "Hey, it's Linda, right?" "It is me, Linda." Awkward. And he was like, "We met UBC." I'm like, "Oh." I honestly couldn't remember the moment we met, and I couldn't really recognize because you meet so many people in university and it's been a while. But he's like, "I watched your YouTube video." And I was like, "Oh, wow." That means we were friends on Facebook because I obviously share my videos on my Facebook. And yeah. And so we had a little conversation and connected, and it's just really nice that they remembered me from way back, and then they watched my video and acknowledged me and saw me in person, and that was a connection. Maybe if I didn't make the video, then he might not have remembered me. I might have not came up on his feed, and I could have been lost in the interweb of the Facebook and 1,000 friends there. That was a moment where I was like, wow, I love that he came up to me and said that. I felt special in that moment. So what's next for me? Well, I want to continue this YouTube journey. I do want to get out of my comfort zone, be more creative of sharing different things on this platform, and being more consistent. This is something that I know everyone struggles with, and myself included. I've actually joined Ali Abdul's 7 video challenge, which basically is completing 7 videos in 7 months, and if you do that, you get your money back. So this is money accountability because I need some motivation to keep going, and we'll see where that takes me. So feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you want to continue hearing about my journey. I also decided to start a newsletter, a Substack, to share more of my inner thoughts and my journey as I continue exploring entrepreneurship, health, wellness. So if you're interested in following along and hearing my inner thoughts on navigating life in my 30s, I will link the newsletter in the description below. And if you've been here with me since day 1 on this journey, thank you. I appreciate you. And if you're new and you don't know who I am, hello and welcome. If you are a small YouTuber, feel free to comment below. Let's connect. I want to see what videos you're making, and let's grow together and support each other. Hugs. Hello friends. Hi. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.